Welcome to Good Neighbors, and on today's program we're just going to go ahead and start right into it because we have a lot to talk about, and this is kind of a unique program. It's someone that I know and someone that I know here on the program, and they're going to talk about a service in the community that affects each and every one of us because it pertains to the heart. It deals with mankind, it deals with love, it deals with hope, and it deals with helping individuals. And I'm referring to Faith Mission here in Wichita Falls, Texas. And on today's program we have the new program director, or I would say the marketing director rather, for the Faith Mission here in Wichita Falls, and her name is Mrs. Vicky Payne. Hello, madam. How are you doing?
Hi, Sam. I'm great, and I appreciate the invitation to be here today on Good Neighbors.
You are welcome. And I'm trying to be all formal. She's like, "Oh, hey, Sam, how are you doing?" So we're just gonna go ahead and go with it. With Faith Mission, what made you get involved? Now I know you have a heart for people. Know you have a heart for people of all walks of life, because you started Inheritance Adoptions with the children. And so it's like you've come full circle dealing with the children as well as now dealing with adults and children. So tell me a little bit more about why you got involved with, besides, as a job, why you got involved with Faith Mission.
Well, that's a interesting way that you put that, because I have thought about it, and it's all about transforming lives and pointing people to Christ. And I've looked back on my choices of jobs and career, and it's all about changing hearts and protecting people from hurt and harm. And so I really was seeking the Lord for a couple of years, asking Him to take me somewhere where He could use my gifts and talents. And He actually was dealing with me for a couple of years about the hungry and the homeless, having me look inwardly and say, well, what am I doing about the hungry and the homeless? And the only thing I could come up with was, well, I'm giving to my church, who gives to Faith Mission and the food bank, and that was the only way. And then I was in a Bible study in the fall that dealt with social injustice and caring for the poor, and was a very humbling Bible study. So I think God has really been preparing me for it for a couple of years. And
he kept positioning you and let you hear certain things that were echoing with your spirit, as well as what you need to do. And you ask. See, a lot of times we don't ask. It's like, "God, what would you have me to do?" Now, she said something a minute ago about she was giving. You're giving to the church, who in turn gives to the Faith Mission as well as other agencies. And the reason why I brought that out again, that's not to say that you can't give. She took it another step, and that's where God would have her to go. But if He doesn't lead you to go work, per se, for an organization like that, then guess what? You keep giving. and that's something that, of course, we want everyone to do and partake in. So now you are the marketing director and development director for the Faith Mission, and I know you have activities and things coming forth. So go ahead and give us information concerning what's coming up in soon, as well as, far later.
Okay. Faith Mission has been in a capital campaign since 2009 for our new facility for women called Faith Refuge. And so we have events to benefit Faith Refuge, and also our signature event benefiting Faith Mission, which is the umbrella for both organizations. So there's a lot going on this spring, and going on right now. We have you can donate $50 to Faith Refuge for a chance for a drawing for a donated 2007 Road King Harley Davidson, sponsored by Red River Harley Davidson in Wichita Falls.
$50 for a chance to win a bike.
For the drawing.
$50, that's all.
Yes, $50 will give you the opportunity for the drawing for the donated Harley. So you can purchase those. You can go make that donation at Red River Harley Davidson in Wichita Falls, Texas, or you can come down to Faith Mission at 1300 Travis Street and make your donation there. And so that's one thing that's going on. It's only 500 tickets, so your chances are better. Only 1 in 500 will win.
And they better get there soon, because I know they're probably half gone right about now.
Well, we're getting calls from people that have already made their donation, want to know when the drawing is, and I think it's the warmer weather. They're either going to win the motorcycle or they're going to go buy one. So we hope that we can get those tickets, get them gone, so we can do the drawing. And Red River Harley Davidson will host the event at their facility. So that's a very generous donation
That is a
by a
Harley.
local
Oh
business.
yes.
Yes.
Oh yes. I've been there. Sat on the Harley. It's real cool. You know, I'm not into the riding right now.
Yeah.
But yes, that is awesome. That's a blessing that they're able to do that to help benefit the organization. So what else do you have going on?
And we have our signature event for Faith Mission, which is called Night in the Box. So this year is the 6th annual Night in the Box, and it will be held at Psych Center Mall at the corner of Maplewood near the Toys R Us. And Psych Center is one of our Sky High sponsors. We're very excited about it. It was there last year. What we need for Night in the Box, we would like to invite the community. We need sponsors, continue to invite sponsors. We have different levels. Sky High sponsors are $1,000. Under the Stars, $500, and Shelter in the Rain for $200. And then if you want to go over that $1,000, you're over. Of course, you can probably guess what's coming. You're over the rainbow, and we've got room for you. Other ways to participate are by actually participating, picking up a packet at Faith Mission, or we can mail you one.
Okay.
And so you get participants, and they get sponsors, and we want each participant to donate a minimum of $100 per person.
So that's a goal, so you can work towards something, not just, oh, let's do this.
Plus, get more sponsors, and that's you know, if you can only bring in 100, that's you only have to ask 10 people for $10.
That's
so
right.
really, you could. You're limiting God if you don't go beyond that.
now she's gonna preach on you.
It's all about faith. It's about
That's right.
It's about Faith Mission. It's about Faith Refuge. It's about serving God and trusting Him. And so we have to bring the community together. And actually, they already have come together. It's amazing. The Faith Refuge facility is a almost 24,000 square foot facility that is going to serve women and children, and the growth nationwide in homelessness in the past 5 years has been among women and children, women and families. And so Faith Refuge is addressing that need. Faith Mission is the only rescue shelter between the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and Oklahoma City. So we get a lot of people coming and going. You know, it's designed yes, it's designed to be temporary. Some people, they come a while, they leave, they come back. Some people come and they forget that it's temporary, and you have to kind of say, "Well,
help them along, in life." Okay,
what's your plan? Let's see if we can get you some job training.
Yes. Well, and I'm glad you brought that point out, because a lot of individuals, and I know you've heard me say it before, and I'm going to say it again, they thought a lot of homeless shelters used to be what they call hobo stations, and they thought of the male factor, you know, being the one there, a certain type of individuals. But now, because of circumstances and situations in the economy, life in general, it has I don't want to say trickle down, but it has gone up to the family as a whole sometime, as well as you said, the women and the children. So now I think that's a great reason, not a great reason for you to have it, but it's great that we're going to have it for the families, for the women and the children, so that people can see, you know, some individuals just need a hand up.
Right.
They're not just looking for free meal all the time. They just, you know, some people are one paycheck away from having to go to the shelter.
Right. And some people that come stay at Faith Mission, they do have a little bit of income, but they run out during the month, or they can't pay for everything. So they pay for what they can, and they come there for food, and they go back to their home. You know, people are in and out, and it's actually open to the public. So people that, you know, have housing or an apartment, they can come there and eat, and they do. And then, you know, there's a trend, it seems, that you got a bigger population group in the winter, understandably. And I have noticed that on one of the very nice weather days, I was not getting interrupted as much, and I'm going, what is this? I'm going, oh, they're outside. It's the weather.
Well, and that's good that people know I have somewhere to go to get out of the elements, the things in the natural that are hindering me, and that when they go into Faith Mission, the building, they meet the people of Faith Mission that can help them on the inside as well, because I know you have the various trainings that go on, like you said, the helping with the job skills, of course, the Bible studies and things like that. So it's a blessing to see the Night in the Box help the organization overall, and then it goes into, of course, the thrift shop we'll talk about later, and now Faith Refuge.
Right.
So I think Night in the Box is a good example, because you see some kind of boxes now. Everyone doesn't walk around with what I think is PVC pipes with them, but there's some saw some of the houses made out of them, but most of them were cardboard boxes. And along with the individuals that come, there are some groups that can register also. Isn't that correct? To
For Night in the
participate?
Box?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. You can register as an organization or as a church. However, the goal is still, no matter how many people you bring,
how many people you want.
$100 per person. So if you bring 5 people from your church, we would like you to bring a minimum of $500. Yes, because that does go in. The first point of Not in the Box is raise awareness of homelessness.
Okay.
The second reason is to bring in the funds to help the programs in the organization. And then we have another event.
Okay.
And it's the same week as Not in the Box, and this is our second year for the Decorator Show House, and that will benefit Faith Refuge directly. And so we have vendors that have purchased a room.
Okay.
The house is on Avondale. They're going to show the address on the screen, and they're going to decorate each room, and then you can purchase a ticket for the preview party, which is on Wednesday night of that week, and then Thursday through Sunday it's open to the public, and they can go in at a reduced ticket price to see everything. And then the vendors will also have different things that you can buy at their different rooms.
So they have things there that you can purchase, as well as information of where you can go and purchase items. So this is like a mini parade of home, like they have the parade of homes. This is a parade of the home by the decorators.
Right.
So that is good to promote the various businesses in the community,
exactly,
as well as see the businesses helping support the community.
Right, and we also, for that, we have ads that businesses and organizations can purchase, and that's another way to give to Faith Refuge, is by purchasing ads in the book that will be given out to everybody that comes through the house, and then they don't have to remember everything. They'll take it.
Don't have to have 50 million business cards or
exactly.
Like that. Okay.
And then they'll hopefully come and support your business. But that's another way that you can get involved, and you don't have to donate a Harley to do that. You can just purchase an ad. It is so amazing. I know we're going to talk about it in the second segment. God is at that facility. God He's been working through these women, the task force for Faith Refuge, for 3 years, and I'll tell you more about that also. Well,
we, of course, thank you for being here, and we're going to come back, of course, with you, and we're going to have another special guest to come on the program and talk about Faith Mission. But there are so many different things you can do to help Faith Mission and the entities under Faith Mission. So make sure that you get involved one way or the other, and there's volunteer opportunities as well at the facility, and of course, you can always donate your time, donate your resources, and of course donate, not just donate, but give your love. We'll be right back with more Good Neighbors right after this.